from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your total body strength with weights workout. This is workout number 13 of your October Athlete Challenge, and we are going to hit it hard. We're gonna work the entire body for strength, adding in some cardio and some mobility, using either a set of dumbbells or a kettlebell or both. We will start with a back to basic move. Then we will add a little bit of a challenge to it. Then we will add some power. And of course, I'll give you lots of options depending on where you are today. Are you ready? Let's do it. Starting with a warm up, march it or jog it, whatever feels good for you. Small rolls of the shoulders to the back. You can make them a little bit bigger if you want. Really get those arms going and then take them to the front. Total body strength today. So just like it sounds, one at a time, let's take them back. We're gonna work the entire body. This is essentially a no repeat workout, but we are not gonna have intervals. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our base level move, our back to basic moves. Then we're gonna have a few ways, we'll get a few little breaks in between, open those arms up, but where we make it a little more challenging. Maybe we slow down the tempo, maybe we add a little power, but we're gonna have one long version, kind of broken up, of one basic move. So you don't have to worry about crazy combos or a lot of things to remember. We're just gonna build on, and you can always stay with the most basic level depending on what is right for you. So we're gonna get it done. We'll get some mobility in between, take it up. We'll get some swings in between. And again, I'm gonna be alternating between dumbbell and kettlebell. Reach it down, reach it up. Really focus on that hinge motion, stretch through the back of the legs. So working between dumbbell and kettlebell. If you are able, I want you to walk it out here, inchworm it out to get that core fired up, but also a great stretch and warm up through the back of the legs. Take your time. If that feels like too much, you just reach down and reach up. So we will be strength based, no crazy high impact or high intensity by nature, but your heart rate should stay up because of the way we're gonna be working. Let's stay here if we can. Press back into that down dog. Ooh, I'm tight. Back to here. Lift those hips up. If you're standing, I just want you to continue that stretch through the back of your legs. One more right here. And walk it all the way back. Whew. Reach it up. Tap it back right here. As always, I will give you lots of different options. Drop it in that lunge if you can to open up the hip a little bit more. So of course, be where you are today. Work to your level, you do you. Remember, if you showed up today, you are successful. Let's hold it here. If you can, drop that top hand down, reach that hand up, drop that back knee. Whatever is comfortable for you. If you need to stay upright, that works too. We just wanna open up the hip, open up through the spine, switch your legs. Take it back, reach up, take it down, drop it low, just like that. Good, let's get one more each way. You can keep it here or here, drop it down. So really trying to get that movement prep with this warm up. My heart always gets pumping a little bit on the warm up too. That's the goal, but also just to get everything moving, bring it up, tap and reach across. Moving in the ways that we're gonna be moving with just our body weight before we add that load. Since this is a back to basic workout, if you have the option, I would love for you to try to go heavy on this because we are keeping it simple. It's not gonna be a lot of crazy, add an upper and lower together or compound or combo moves. Bring that hamstring up to the back, pull those arms back. So go heavy if you can, drop down if you need to. Again, you do you, work to your level. We're not gonna worry about intervals today. We're gonna think more in rep ranges, but I know you may move a little slower, a little quicker than me. So don't worry, I'm also gonna be watching the time for everybody. But I don't want you to think about that. I want you to think about the movement that we are working on. We're gonna perfect that form, especially with that first round. We add a little challenge, we add a little power, right? Go ahead and shake everything out. We're gonna start with our old favorite, the good old squat, right? There's a reason a lot of workouts start with this, because it is super basic. It's compound by nature, just in the sense of getting a lot of muscles and joint actions working. We're gonna start, everybody feet shoulder width apart, weight down in the center. So kettlebell or dumbbells, one heavy dumbbell or two, whatever is better for you. Core engaged, sit low, here we go. So we're gonna drop it down. What I want you to think about, this is the time, the very first version of every move is when we're going to really perfect that form, right? Hips go to the back. Chest stays open and proud. We don't want to be pulling those shoulders in. Imagine you had a label on your chest. You want to make sure everybody can read it. Dropping it down, weight in the heels, but weight evenly distributed through your entire foot. So spread those toes. I always say press through the heels because we're a little quad dominant in the front of those legs. So that makes us get lower and engage the glutes, right? That's why we love it. One more. So you can keep it just right there, or if you can, let's take that weight, one or two weights to that goblet squat. If you got your dumbbells and you wanna make it a front squat here, you can do that as well, or your kettlebell goblet. We're gonna take it slow, down for 3, up for 1. Here we go, down 3, 2, 1, drive it up. Keep going, 3, 2, 1, and then power up. So we're still keeping the control, even though we're coming up with power, we're just slowing it down. 3, 2, 1, drive it up. Notice my knees are going out and toes are going out just a little bit. Your squat form does not have to be perfectly parallel or too far out. It's up to you. Your knees are going to adjust according to what your joints want to do and your movement patterns. All right, let's reverse it. We're gonna go down regular, up for 3, 2, 1. I know, down regular, up for 3, 2, 1. Take it down, up 3, 2, 1, down, 3, 2. Let's get 2 more just like this. I know it's a long set, but you can do it. Breathe for just a second. Last round, only 8 reps. If you want, we're gonna add a press at the top. So if you need to adjust to 1 dumbbell or 2 lighter, go for it. 8 reps on my count. So if you're slower, you just stop when I stop. Drop it down in the squat. Press it up if you got it. Otherwise, stay back to basics. Here we go for it. Down, press up. We're not going a whole lot faster, but we are really fatiguing those muscles, right, that we're working. And we're adding a little upper body, adding a little bit of power, which in turn, last 2, is gonna get our heart rates up, which we love. And breathe, ha, right? Set that weight down, give your hands a little bit of a break, little cardio mobility. Just open up those hips, right? We're just here to here. Whew, good work, team. So that's what it looks like, one long set where we start basic, we slow it down, we add a little challenge, we add a little power. All right? Go ahead and grab your dumbbells. I'm switching to dumbbells. We're gonna take you to some upper body. Go heavy if you can. If you only have a kettlebell, you're gonna be alternating. I'll show you what to do. If you have 2 dumbbells, we're going to our basic row. So shoulders back, core engaged. You're gonna hinge here. We're gonna bring it up. So take it up and drop it down. Squeeze in the shoulder blades. If you need to, you can stagger it, up to you. If you've got your kettlebell, you can alternate 1 at a time. I like to drop it from the floor, up and down. Again, we're not repeating here, so you pick whatever equipment feels best for you, or you can do what I'm doing and just alternate. Keep squeezing. 4 more. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your back. So to add a little bit of a challenge to this, we're just gonna add a little tap back and in, tap back and in. If you wanna stay basic and just stay with that good form, you take it there. Otherwise, roll those shoulders back, take it here. Here we go. Tap back and down. Still squeezing the shoulder blades. It's very slow and controlled. Essentially what we're doing is putting you a little bit off balance, right? So you're here, you have to stabilize more here. You have to squeeze more here. No slow sets on this one. We're gonna alternate what our challenge is. Let's go 4, squeeze or squeeze and tap, 3, 2, 1 more. Bend your knees, put the weights down at the center. Last challenge, adding a little bit of power, adding a little bit of core, adding a little bit of higher heart rate, right? We're going into a plank row. If you'd rather stay standing, you can, or of course take it to your knees. If you're able, we're gonna bring it up. You can have 1 dumbbell in the center with hands here, or hands here, core engaged. Let's get it done. Here we go. Elbow up, drop it down. Heavy if you can do it, and really trying to engage in that core so we're not twisting or twisting. We wanna try to keep those hips as square as we can. You're gonna get that movement, that's part of it, but if you can, try to keep shoulders and hips square. Pull from the ground, that's what makes it hard. Abs are working, 4, and 3, and 2, 1. Relax, right? Shake it out. Whoo! That's what it looks like, team. Rows are done. Let's take it down to the ground. So you can keep it, shaking it out. Just if you want to swing those arms, little mobility. Like I said, we're getting mobility in between. Join me down at the bottom. So if you need to modify it all, I want you to stay standing with a standing crunch, or you're just gonna take it to a bridge. So if you are 2nd or 3rd trimester pregnancy, just getting back early postnatal, or still healing a diastasis recti, you wanna stay here. Otherwise, everybody else join me here. Feet up, hands behind the head. Let's start slow, let's start small. We're gonna lift the hips in a crunch and lift the shoulders, so full crunch. Everything in, everything out. So, we're not a big fan of just an isolated crunch, just your upper body together. It's not super effective, and so often we do it wrong. If we can engage the lower half of our body, we get that full set of muscles working. And if we can really focus on that deep core, hips together, ribs together, everything pulling in instead of pushing out, on the exhale. Let's take it in for 2. In for 2, extend it out. If you can, in, elbows to knees, open out, extend, keeping that back, neutral spine, not arching, everything in, everything out. Keep it going. If you're modifying, you're getting that bridge, but you're really focused on that core. In, out, out. Good, 1 more. All right, team, we're gonna hold it right here. So it's that bent hollow hold. So we're here, just lift the shoulders, lift the knees, not here. Try to take those knees away from your body, just to keep that hold, keep everything pulled in. And then if you're able, extend the arms and the legs out. If that feels like too much, bring them back in here, or even drop those shoulders. But if you can be here, let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug them in. Yes, nice, team. Bring it up, grab a quick sip of water. Total body strength, getting it done. So we got lower, we got upper, we got core. We're gonna do it all again from the top. We're going to our deadlift. So again, hopefully you see how this is working. I'm gonna go with my dumbbells, and then when I get to power, I'm gonna go with my kettlebell. So you decide. But if you just have the kettlebell, it's gonna be in the center. If you have your dumbbells, they're gonna go right down towards the front of your body. So shoulders back. If you have lower back issues or this doesn't feel good for you, you can just take this with no weight at all. Otherwise, we're here, slight bend in the knees. We're taking it down, we're bringing it up. It's your deadlift, here we go. Take it down and bring it up. So we're not gonna take this on slow counts because by nature, you should be taking it slower. What we don't wanna do is power through those deadlifts, right? We want those shoulder blades pulled back. We want that core engaged. We want that slight bend in the knees. There's lots of variations on deadlifts. We're gonna hit a couple in a minute, but establish that good form. You get that good stretch through the back, then you power up and squeeze in the hamstrings and glutes and connect to the core and pelvic floor. You've got 4, and breathe. You've got 3, you've got 2, last one. Good, so let's add a little challenge. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You can just do your kickstand deadlift, looks like this, or if you're feeling good about it, it's your one-legged. We've only got 8 each side on my count, so up to you on your pacing, shoulders back, core engaged. Here we go. Take it down and bring it up. Really push into that whole foot. It's gonna put you off balance. Use that back toe in the kickstand if you need to. This is a really great exercise where you're still getting it isolated in the front leg. 4, bring it up. We've got 3, bring it up, yes. 2, 1 more. Yes, little stretch. Let's take it, same thing, other side, kettlebell or dumbbell, kickstand if you need it. 1 leg, here we go. Down, slow and controlled. Take it down. So I love these back to basic workouts where we don't have to worry about crazy combos. We can still get our heart rate up. Kickstand if you need it, but in a different way than, let's say, our cardio or our HIIT workouts. Nice to get back to basics so we can really focus on that form and really go heavy, right? Stretch it here. I can tell you that athletes, go ahead and drop those down. They go back to basic all the time, right? Let's grab our kettlebell if you have it. Otherwise, 1 dumbbell in the center or ski or swing. Our power version of our deadlift is, of course, our kettlebell swing. If you've never done one, or our dumbbell swing, then I want you to stick with just that back to basics deadlift that we did in the beginning. Otherwise, join me here. We're gonna prep it back. We're gonna drive it up, lock it out at the top, let it drop and react. Here we go. Prep, 3, 2, eyes up, chest open, power up, drop it back. Usually we can go heavy on this. We are not using our arms. Remember, we're driving through the back of our body, core is engaged, we're locking out at the top but straight up and down. What we are not doing is hyperextending, arching at the top. Go to a straight position, let it drop. Up, let it drop. Squeeze, tighten out in those legs, those glutes. Lock the knees, core engage. Get the power for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it swing and relax. Don't worry, we will come back to that. Whew. Grab a quick sip if you need it. We're gonna take it down to our mat again. Whew. Into a little chest press. So, it's a bench press, but we're also gonna be getting triceps. So I'm gonna give you several options. If you just have your kettlebell, you're in the center. If you need to modify by coming up into that bridge, especially if you were in pregnancy, otherwise, we're gonna stay right here. We're gonna start elbows out. We're gonna press it up and in, slow and controlled. If you've got your kettlebell, you're just 1 right in the center. You're still getting chest, shoulders, and triceps. Let's start back to basics, slow and controlled. Here we go, up and in, down and out. Up and in, down and out. I want you to think about that exhale, right? So we always say, exhale on the exertion, right? Breathe, and down. Take it out. Let's go 4 more. 4. So on that exhale, I want you to also think about that core being engaged. Last 2, 2. All right, let's add a little different grip. So we're gonna turn it all the way in, turn it all the way out. Turn it all the way in and out. And breathe. So feel that rotation in the back of your arms, right? So you're feeling those triceps. We're bringing it in, so this is our added challenge. And down, slow and controlled. Yes, 4 more. 4, in back of the arms. 3, 2, 1. So right here, I want you to bring your feet up. You can give yourself a little break from the weights if you need to. You can either just do taps if that is good for you, or you can do full bicycle, out and in, adding a little bit of that extra challenge and power in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we're up and we're out and we're up. Still slow and controlled. Nothing is rushed. I want you to think about where are you feeling it in your core? Is everything pulled in? If you're feeling like you're arching or you're pushing out, I want you to make that bicycle a little smaller or a little higher, or take it to those toe taps. Remember, once we're done with it, we're done with it, so you won't see this again. Let's go. 3, 2, who feels the back of their arms? I do. Yes, relax, stretch. Nice work, team. This is hard because we're about to take it to a little bit. Let's go up, drop it down. If this feels okay in your knees, a little bit of mobility from here, because we're gonna take it into a plank. Just reach up and back, opening up the hips, the hip flexors and the core, stretching out through the arms, and then we're going into our plank, our core move from here. Yes, and breathe. Good. So on your elbows, elbow plank. If you need to modify, you can take it on the wall, or you can stay on your knees in that quadruped all 4. You're gonna start with the engagement. When we add the lift, you'll hover with the knees. If you can on the elbows, start with your basic plank. We're here. You've got everything pulled in. Join me here. So our elbows and our hands are shoulder width apart. They're not bringing in. Sometimes we internally rotate in with our shoulders. So they're out. You can experiment if you want to bring your thumbs up or down, whatever feels best for you. I want you to squeeze in those legs and glutes. So if I were to touch your quads or your glutes, they would be nice and contracted. Core is lifted. Again, hips together, ribs together, navel to spine. Everything is coming in, so it's a little bit of a pelvic tuck. All of that while making sure you're breathing, right? 3, 2, 1. I want you to rest it down. So now we're gonna take it to singles. You guys know I love these plank singles. So we're gonna lift. You're gonna inhale, exhale, lift to the knees, exhale, lift to the toes, slowly down, slowly down. If you need to modify, you're staying on all 4s, and you can even just go to the knees. The goal is not to push up with your elbows and your toes, but to really use your core. Think about that strength. It's pure strength, right? Modification, you can also do that inhale, exhale, little knee hover, drop it down, and breathe. Exhale, knee hover. Keep it going. Let's go singles. I love this move. If you were doing it slow and controlled, you should feel this more than holding a plank. Good, everybody relax. We're gonna take it to a plank jack. So you're either tapping out to the side or a little jump for a little power and cardio. If you're modifying, you can just take it back to here, or you can do a standing jack, low impact or high. Everybody else, join me here. Lift in the center, here we go. Take it out and in. You can go slow, you can tap it out, slow or fast. It is up to you. I know for some people, it's the impact from here on the hips and the knees. Like you might be fine to do a jack standing, but this is different, right? Core is engaged. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Stretch it back. Yes, team. Little stretch here. Up and down again. Whoo, and breathe. I know we're blowing through it. I know it's these long sets of the same set of muscles, but then we're gonna be done before you know it, right? Quick sip of water. How do we feel about doing a swing before we get that last circuit? I think we should. Let's get it done, team. So whatever you wanna use, kettlebell or dumbbell, or whatever you have. You may only have one. Again, modification is that deadlift. Otherwise, shoulders back, core engaged, power through. 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Drive it up, yes. Take it up and down, but you're not controlling it on the way down. You're letting it drop and you're reacting. And again, as I remind you, press those feet into the floor. Feel that floor. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Pedal your feet, breathe. Woo. Yes, catch your breath. All right, team, we're going into a lunge. One more circuit, we're gonna get it done quickly, I promise. So it's up to you. If you wanna use your kettlebell or your dumbbell, I'm gonna use one kettlebell on one side. You can have 2 dumbbells. One side is gonna make me a little offset to use my core a little bit more. But we're gonna be in a nice wide stance. We're starting with your basic lunge, all on one side, core engaged. If you have your dumbbells, you're here, or kettlebell in the center, but don't worry, that's coming. Zip up that core, drop it down. Here we go, regular lunge, down and up. So remember, on this regular lunge, 90 degrees both legs. Start to feel a little wider at the top, feels off balance, but then when you drop it low, you're here. Modification, you can tap and tap, keep it in that front leg. There we go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Good, breathe for a second, stay right where you are. We're gonna slow it down. We won't do very many because we're gonna make them burn. Balance, down for 3, up for 1. 3, 2, 1, drive it up. Take it, 3, 2, 1, and up. 3, 2, 1, power. Let's switch it. Down 1, up 3. Down, up, 2, 3. That's harder, right? Up, slow, control. 2 more. Down, up. Last one. Good, bring it here. We're gonna add a little power. We're gonna drop it low, add a little twist, 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell or 2. Watch me right here. We're here, take it up. It's a lot, we're adding a lot on this. We're only going 8 reps. If that's too much, any version of that, of the first 2. Regular lunge works. 3, 2, 1 more. Yes, breathe, ha. Stretch it out, whoo, right, ha. Let's get it done. Same thing on that other side, I know. Starting with your regular lunge, zip up the core, shoulders back. Here we go, drop it down and up. Again, totally fine to have 2 dumbbells, that'll balance you out a little bit more. And modification, it's just a tap. You're just here. Front leg is still doing the work. And breathe, down and up. 4 more, 4, slow, 3, 2, little breather at the top. Right here, let's go. Down, 2, 3, and up. Take it down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, whoo, down, 2, 3, keep it going, down. Oh, no, let's switch it. Down 1, up, 2, 3, down 1, into the workout, I'm forgetting, right? Down 1, up slow. Last one, down. Bring it up to here. If you want, we're adding a twist and a press and a tap in. I know that's a lot, so keep it stationary if you'd rather. Here we go, for 8, 8, and up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, yes, 2, last one, done. Catch your breath, shake it out, little kicks For mobility, we're going into some biceps, team. I'm gonna use my dumbbells. If you only have a kettlebell, you'll keep it center. If you got 2 dumbbells, we're gonna keep them here. Catch your breath, grab those weights. Let's get it done. So shoulders back, regular curl, and down. Use this time to catch your breath. Think about your posture. Think about your core. As we get tired, it's easy to be here or here. So really check in. If you need to put 1 foot back, take it here, up and in, down and out. There we go. 4, and breathe. 3, 2, last one. Let's slow it down. Up for 3, and down. Up 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1 more like this, just like our lunges. Let's switch it. Up 1, down 2, 3, 1. Up, down slow. 2 more. Yes. Last one. All right, guys, hammer curl. If you want, add a knee. We're here, a little bit of power. What I'm not doing is swinging. I'm still keeping it controlled. I know they're tired. If you need to go 1 at a time to keep it controlled, take it there, but finish out these biceps strong. Yes. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Yes. Woo, shake them out. Press them back. Press them back. Get those biceps working. Taking it down to a side plank. We are so close to being done, guys. And breathe. Ha. Get that stretch. Cardio mobility. This is where we get our hearts beating just a little bit and we shake out those muscles that work so hard. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, last one. Breathe. Good. Let's take it down onto your side. We are so close to being done. Let's get it done right here. On your elbow, we're gonna lift. Whew. I'm gonna adjust my air because I'm sweating too much. Up into that side plank, elbow beneath the shoulder. Here we go. We're just holding first. We won't make this very long. I know it's a long time. Remember, you can rotate that thumb if you need to, or elbow in and out. On the knee if you need to. And breathe. Good. Let's drop it down. Take it down and up. Hand here if you need it, but we're not leaning into it. Open up that chest. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work, team. I want you to grab 1 dumbbell or weight. If this is good for you, if it's too much, then I want you to stay with just body weight. But if you can, we're gonna rest it right on top of that hip or upper leg. Bring it up to hold. Start with your knee. Take it up right here. How does that feel? If it's too much on your shoulder, drop it down. That works too. Or just hold it here. Now try those lowers right here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Swing those legs to that other side. Ha! All right, team. Have that weight in front. Just go ahead and bring it up and hold when you're ready. Remember, you can be on your knee. This is where we get our form back to basics. You can always stay with this one. Open up that chest, even if you're resting with your fingertips. Knees or toes. Holding and breathing. Let's drop it down. Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. Yes. There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down at the bottom. Grab that weight. Try it on your knees first. Take it up to your toes if you want. If it's too much, drop the weight. Hold it up right here. I like to rest it right there because we got a lot of meat on those bones. We don't want to have it on our hip. But again, it can always be on the knee or drop it down. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, one, relax, yes. Nice work, team. Go ahead and bring it up. We're gonna swing one more time. Dumbbell or kettlebell, whatever is good for you. Let's get it done. Zip up in that core, shoulders back. Take it here, hike it. Ready, here we go, bring it up. Deadlift to modified. This is your last swing. Let's make it good. And breathe. Bring it up. Ah, woo. Power through. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Stretch it out. Breathe. Take it here. Good work, team. I don't know, what do you guys think? Think we got time to squeeze in one bonus move? I think we do. Let's get it done. Whew. All right, guys, one dumbbell or kettlebell. That's all that we need. Dumbbell might be best. We're gonna go triceps at the top. So watch me. We're gonna squat it down. We're gonna bring it up. Triceps behind the head, and then side lunge, halo, side lunge, halo. We're gonna get it done. 1 minute is all we need. Squat to press and try. Side lunge, halo. We're keeping it all up top. You can hop it if you want to. Whatever is good for you. 1 minute. Let's get it done. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squat, press, triceps, side lunge, halo. If the halo feels too crazy, take it out. You can just do your side lunge. Right there. Squat, press, tries. Yes. Deep. Behind your head. Yes, all different parts. Take it low. If you really feel like getting fancy, you can take it to a plie, but you gotta move those toes. Yes. Whoo. Good. Down, up, tries. 10 seconds to go. Can you get it all in? I think you can. Yes. Woo. Breathe. Catch your breath, team. Drop it down. I know. Shake it out. Ha. Whoo. Shake out those arms, your muscles, all that it is. Whoo. Breathe. You did it, team. You should feel proud. Listen, I know sometimes it might be one or the other. You might think you're not getting enough cardio or you're not getting enough strength in a workout, but there is a reason that we want to get both, right? A lot of my workouts, as you can tell, are gonna get both, but some of them we're gonna slow it down, take it back to basics so we can really nail down that form, really perfect those movement patterns, because that is how we have good mobility in life. That is how we prevent injuries. That is how we keep those bones strong. So there's so many reasons beyond the aesthetic, which is totally fine too. If you're here for weight loss or because you want to get tighter or leaner or be a certain size, that's okay too. But don't lose sight of the main goal, the end goal, which is to be strong and to be healthy for yourself and for the ones that you love. Think about why you're here today, right? Take that energy that you're feeling right now, those endorphins, those raised serotonin levels, and remember that you showed up and you did something that's not only good for you, but it's good for the people around you, whether it's your kids or your friends or your coworkers or your partner. You're doing the best you can for them as well. So never forget that. You are not selfish by being here. You are selfless. You are doing it right, no matter what that looked like or felt like for you. Remember. Of course, if you're looking for more support and accountability, roll through those wrists. Make sure you click the links in the description below. Check out my BodyFit Athletic Club, We'd love to have you there. You get a nutrition plan, you get direct support and guidance, not only from me, I can get to know you and help you in your personal journey, but also from Vivian, our BodyFit registered dietitian nutritionist. We are there to answer your questions to help you along the way. We do live events, we do Q&As, we cover hot topics, we post recipes, all of the above. It's a really great time and it's a really great supportive group from bodyfitters all around the world. And of course, check the links if you're looking for equipment, BodyFit apparel, or any of my ebooks and programs. It's all on my website. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. When you hit subscribe, you help me keep making these workouts for you for free here on YouTube, and you can help grow the community. So hit that button, turn on your notifications. Thank you for showing up with me today. One big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your total body strength workout. Great job, everybody.